Fort Lauderdale. How would you say it's different from training here?
It was warm, which was nice.
Yeah.
Everyone was pretty excited to go to the beach. It was a lot harder than practice here at Ben because we could rest, in between.
Yeah.
But it was a good experience, great team bonding experience, as well as a good training effort.
So, what are some other things you did besides train? Did you get to do anything fun? Or?
Going to the beach was pretty much the highlight. We went to the beach pretty much every day. The waves, it was fun to play in the waves.
Yeah.
The last day they were pretty strong, so.
Yeah.
Had you had a lot of experience in the outdoor training like that before?
Pretty much every summer we would train outdoors, so it's just a little bit different with like backstroke. You don't have a ceiling to look at, so it's a little bit different.
And I imagine when you joined the team here at Purdue this weekend, going to Michigan State, Michigan, one of the you might have highlighted is a trip you wanted to be a part of?
Yeah, I'm actually really excited that I'll have the chance to go and swim there. My parents will probably come because I live in Ann Arbor. I'm from Ann Arbor, so. Yep.
And you're part of Club Wolverine growing up, so a lot of experiences perhaps at the Michigan pool. Would you highlight a couple?
One that sticks in my mind is back when Michael Phelps was training at U of M, and there was an incident in the locker room. Someone touched his shoes, and we got in big trouble for that. It was a notable incident there. But
is it going to be a little different coming in there, with the Boilermaker cap on?
yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be different, but I'm really looking forward to it.
How about freshman year in general? Second semester just started. What's the comfort level now with semester under your belt?
First year academics were really good. I'm feeling pretty comfortable. Everything's falling into place, and I'm feeling really good.
Thanks for the time. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
It was a great experience. We got a lot of good training in, and it was good to be out in the sun in Florida.
Yeah. How swimming outdoors? How is that different than swimming indoors?
It's a lot different because there's no, obviously if you do backstroke, there's no point to see if you're swimming straight or not, so that makes it a lot harder.
Yeah.
Also, the sun's always in your face.
Yeah.
But
It's
real nice.
Oh, sorry. Okay, and you said you went to high school in Fort Lauderdale. So how was it going back there? Did it feel like you were going back home almost?
A little bit. We're training in our Pinecrest, which is our big rival, so it's a little bit sweet and bitter at the same time.
Yeah.
Did you get to see any old friends or whoever you stayed with when you were going to high school down there during the trip?
Yeah, I did see one of my old friends.
And this weekend's trip to Michigan gives you a chance to maybe catch up with your sister on Saturday. She's a Wolverine.
Yes, she is.
How did the recruiting process go that you ended up here at Purdue and she ended up at Michigan?
Well, I walked on the team here and she got recruited there, so it's a little bit different. I kind of pushed her to go to Michigan, so we'd race against each other and see each other once in a while.
So I imagine, when the Big Ten meet rolls around, you have a little bit more interest in rooting just not for Purdue, but for Michigan as well?
Yeah, for sure.
And what are some of her specialties that she does?
She's a sprint freestyler, and I'm a distance, it's kind of the other opposite.
Any chance any family members will be there this weekend for you?
I don't think so.
No? All right, well, good luck, Seb.
Thank you.
Well, first of all, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody. I haven't seen anybody in a while, so we had a really good Christmas training, which you're probably going to ask me here in a minute, but at Fort Lauderdale, let everybody go home for a week. It was really nice that I got to be with my family for a week, and then the guys did a really good job getting me back here on the 30th, I think it was, and trained right up until school started. So as far as Michigan State, this is a brutal. We have 3 out of the next 4 weekends that we're on the road, Thursday through Saturday. We don't charter jets. We're in a bus going to all these places, and it's a really good bonding time for our guys. And we're going to try to rotate our travel squad so that we just don't wear them totally down to a frazzle over the next few weeks, because we've got the 8 guys and 1 diver going to SMU the following week. This week, you got to drive all the way to East Lansing, swim that meet, drive to Ann Arbor, swim, and then come back. So it's like the Notre Dame Northwestern trip, but an extra 2 hours on each end of the bus trip. So then we go to the SMU trip, and then we got to go to Madison, which I'm sure it'll be 40 below zero when we get to there by the end of January. So I'm excited to see how it works. I'm excited to see how these guys go. Michigan is like ranked number 1 or 2 in the country. They're the best Michigan team I've seen since 1995 when they won the NCAA championship. Michigan State has some really solid individuals. Their pool is Lambert-esque. It's a 6-lane pool, very small. Guys, when they first walk in or haven't been there, it's shocking to go in there. So if you're a basketball guy, it's kind of like going into the old Evanston gym or going into the old Fieldhouse, Wisconsin, something like that, where it takes a little while to kind of take it all in. And then go to Michigan, and you know, they're going to go in there with all their banners and all their Go Blue and how they're #1 in the country and all that kind of stuff, and they try to intimidate you. So it's going to be a really good test for our team. And we've got some young guys that haven't seen anything like this before, so I'm really anxious to see how they handle it.
Going back to the winter training trip in Fort Lauderdale the week before Christmas, what are some of the things that you would highlight, maybe both in the pool and what you were able to do, you know, to have some fun camaraderie among the team?
Well, we went for 8 days. We had a meet with Florida Atlantic that went well. Their pool was under construction, so we actually did it at the pool that we were competing at. But being there 8 days, a really good time that Danny Tucker probably said it best, that, you know, we were talking about the team and coming together. Says, you know, it seems like we always come together on this trip when you guys are beating the tar out of us, and we have to act, you know, become a team. And I really do believe that was the beginning. But then I actually saw something when we came back. You know, it was cold, it was miserable, and there was no school, and they were in Lafayette for a week. And I thought they handled those practices really, really well. And we've had the best attendance and health that we've had in a long time, and so I'm really pleased to see. And our goal, as I told you way back when, in the fall, was the Purdue Invitational. We want to swim really well for Purdue Invitational, but by the time we get into January and February, we want to be doing those times again. So we'll see. I mean, this week is still part of the training camp as far as we're concerned, so we're pounding them all the way up until Friday morning. And then hopefully we'll have a recovery and a little bit of pre-taper, which is the next couple weeks. So when we go to SMU, it'll be pretty fast, and hopefully by the time we get to Indiana and in Madison, we'll have some of our best times of the year.
Thanks for the time. Good luck this weekend.
You bet.